Today we are listening to Billy and Teddy, written by Jarrod Joos, adapted by Radio Playbooks. Sounds like a movie. A man enters a small clearing in a forest. A well-worn, fur-trimmed coat is wrapped around his broad shoulders, and a grizzled beard outlines his stoic face. His name is Theodore Roosevelt, 26th President of the United States. He looks around quizzically, nods in approval, and then walks back into the tree line. He re-enters dragging along a tall, skinny man. Where Roosevelt is rugged, this man is haggard. However, a thin goatee is well maintained around his jaw. His name is William Shakespeare, famed playwright and wordsmith of the 16th century.
Come along, Billy. We're in the clear now.
How can this be? At last we're free. For once I dream of just this scene. Now we're clear of all crises?
Believe it, Billy. I say I've been in a scrap or two in my day, but that was one heck of a row.
Was dazed to see your expertise in punches thrown and wrestling, and how you seized their property of fire guns and laser beams was naught but art of grace and speed, of cunning and agility.
Well, you know what I always say, Billy? Speak softly and carry a big stick. Well, when you got a flamethrower, you don't have to say a damn word. If I knew frying those alien bastards was going to be so easy, I would have broken us out years ago.
Forsooth, but nay, 'twas not our time, for long it seemed our time was nigh, plucked from our scenes respectively and penned to be in tragedy. To age had been a problem past, no curtain would have called our cast, a shadow on our futures be forever in eternity.
My dear mother told me, you'll never get anywhere in life without a fight. So if someone is dragging you along, it is your job to bring the fight. Then she punched a bear harder than I ever seen done. That was a good birthday. Lots of bear meat.
Shakespeare looks up to the sky.
Ho, hark, above, I see afar what seems to be a dozen stars.
That'll be the fleet. If they're sticking round, that means they're still hunting for us. We'd better lay low.
Shakespeare sits down.
Well, I didn't mean literally, but I guess that's fine, too.
Shakespeare looks up at the ships and around at their surroundings, and then he looks at his hands and feels his face.
My youth I've held for centuries, but now we're free. Will it deplete?
Yeah, we'll probably start aging again now.
When captive, I would wail and cry to feel the earth and see the sky. But now that we have liberty, I dread what will become of me.
Don't worry. It's a big planet, and we won't get spotted if we don't want to.
Discovery is not my fear, but rather now the passing years. They'll ravage us like all before, extincting like the dinosaurs. Our hopes, our dreams, our best laid plans are subject to our time at hand, to mark a tick and not just talk. We are now foes of the great clock.
Wait, are you saying you're second-guessing this escape?
But Teddy, do you not agree? Feel onus of anxiety. Now after even your melee, I fear for our mortality.
Roosevelt sits down next to Shakespeare.
I get it, Billy, I do. For hundreds of years we were shooting around the stars, faster than light. It's no horse ride through the countryside, but the concept is pretty darn romantic. But I'll take one more year down here than another million up there. Up there, I wasn't scared of dying. I was scared of never getting to live.
They sit in silence for a while, looking up together.
I will, of course, concede your score. There was no life of that time yore, but now who knows what fate will deal? Our death writs have been all but sealed. I know not knowing is no crime, but what should hap to us this time?
I don't know. But that's what I was looking forward to the most. Not knowing what's coming. I've charged into war, been stranded for 60 days in the wilderness with nothing but my boot knife and my right boot. I've wrestled an alligator twice. Never mind you that it was the same gator. 2 different times after he came back for vengeance. I've run for president and punched every single person I don't like square in the face, and I told them so. Then treated each of them to a fine steak dinner. My life's been one adventure after another, and I think I have one more left in me, Billy. What do you say? A Billy and Teddy adventure?
Roosevelt points up.
Looks like the fleet is dumping their excess cargo. Must mean they're giving up on their search and are heading out. If you want to go back, we can still signal them. Spend forever in their zoo.
To be or not to be, to die with them or live with ye, to fly with them eternally while part of a menagerie, to be preserved, a toy, a beast, or walk with you and live freely. What value is the life we lead? What price need paid for its sanctity? To go would let me know no end. To stay would let me make a friend.
Shakespeare holds his hand out to Roosevelt, and Roosevelt shakes it firmly.
Bully, Billy, bully.
They both stand up. Roosevelt starts brushing dust off of himself.
One last act before our bow. May I ask, what happens now?
You're not going to talk like that the whole time now, are you?
That was Billy and Teddy, written by Jarrod Joos, voice acting by Jarrod Joos and Rick Dutrow, and narrated by me, Chauncey James. This is Radio Playbooks. Sounds like a movie. Radio Playbooks. Listen to it when you wash your dishes, when you work out, or when you drive. Listen to it anytime. Radio Playbooks. Sounds like a movie.